everybody. Welcome to Laser Vision Comics, our Prowlers and Paragons series. And we're finally here. We are starting the Greyfin and the Masters of M.U.C. series. We started our villain series back with the Kickstarter for Nocturne by Night. And one of the characters in there was Greyfin, played by Limey Dragon, and we really enjoyed that game. The whole Masters of M.U.C. thing kind of started off as a joke. It just sounded like a fun name, and it just moved from there. M.U.C. actually is an acronym now, which I offhand don't remember what it stands for. Maybe Limey Dragon will remember what it stands for.
No, I can't.
We'll find it in the chat somewhere. It's you
I'll go look for that.
You come up with a name for it. So I'm Tom, the GM for tonight. And I'm going to go through and just let the characters introduce themselves, and then it's a session 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the characters tonight, get a feel for who they are, what they do, and then depending on what time we have, we might just have a battle royale to just kick things off and just see how things go and just have some fun with it. So I'm going to first introduce Carlos. Let him introduce himself.
Hey, so are we introducing ourselves or our characters or both?
You can do both if you like.
Okay, so yeah, my name is Carlos Ovalle. I am relatively new to the Prowlers and Paragons system. The first time I played really was that villains game. And the character that I played was a little not mucky enough, I think, so I went ahead and made a new character, which I don't think anybody has seen yet. So my character that I'm playing is Chopper. Chopper is basically a junkyard dog. He lives in the junkyard, and he is addicted to YouTube and phone games, mostly. He can get around a lot. He can find just about anything, and he has, some telekinetic and telepathic abilities, which is kind of why he, is potentially a villain. He's not, malicious or anything. He's very lazy, and he likes to go out and steal good food and stuff like that. He basically is like the mascot of the junkyard, and the junkyard has changed ownership several times, and no one's really realized that he's been alive so long and can do all of these things. So yeah, that's Chopper.
Awesome. And let's go to.
Is Chopper a literal dog?
No, literally is a dog. Yes.
He's a dog.
Yep.
Yeah, he is a dog.
He's a dog.
Yep.
When I think Chopper, and you say junkyard dog, I'm thinking was one of the Stephen King books.
Stand by Me. That's exactly
Stand
what
by Me.
that's exactly where I got. That's
Yep.
exactly where I got the
Yep.
name from.
Love it.
Is exactly from Stand by Me. Yep.
Awesome. All right. Let's go to Mr. Greyfin himself, Limey Dragon.
Brain dead. Sorry. I found what M.U.C. stands for.
What was it?
Mischievous, underrated, callous, kickassers.
All right. That will work.
I play Greyfin, master of all sewage everywhere.
Awesome.
Pretty simple.
All right. And let's go to Jeffrey.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey, and this is going to be my first time playing with the Prowlers and Paragons system. I'm super excited. My character explores more of a white-collar version of M.U.C. because he's got more M.U.C. on the inside. He is a supervillain that has a spotlight and a following. His name is Lucas Levy Allard, and his superhero name is Neon. He's also a movie star and a celebrity, and he is also very manipulative. He knows how to work a crowd and work it in his favor, and poses as the poster child and commits all these deeds to kind of keep the spotlight focused on him and keep him looking good and smelling like a rose, but really he's committing a lot of devious acts behind the scenes.
That's awesome. And Quentin.
All right, hey, I'm Q. I'm playing Swarm. Swarm, and I'm not going to do that voice the whole time because it'll kill me. Swarm is... Swarm! Yeah. Swarm is a sentient, sapient swarm of all sorts of creepy crawlies. The idea for him came right around Halloween, as you might expect, during the creepy season, and everybody liked the idea, so we're going to go with that. So he's not particularly telepathic, other than among his components of the swarm. I'd say he should be they. I'm gonna get that
Yes,
confused
they're a
because
collective.
and not, but they. So like I think of myself in the singular, even though they are, I am created from a collective, but I am genderless. I'm relatively new to the world, and am still trying to figure things out. So it's not so much criminal as a misunderstood entity, because when you see a humanoid form rise up from a pile of bugs, you're instantly going to run away.
I think they're a wonderful bunch, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they interact.
I think Swarm's most hated enemy is the Orkin Man.
Right? And he does have vulnerability pesticides. So.
Which I remember. That
They.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. that might come into play. Who knows? I did have a couple questions. I know for Neon, we had talked about that he might be a former sidekick to a hero. We had talked about him being Night Owl's former sidekick.
Yeah.
And the villains ran into Night Owl in the one shot. So he's basically my rip-off Batman. So,
This is kind of my rip-off Red Hood.
yeah. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So that gives him, I think it was a little bit, not of a grudge, but a little room to grow, because he's, kind of was, riding on somebody's coattails for so long. And Chopper, I think, is very interesting. I've got some ideas for maybe he's, maybe somebody broke into the junkyard and he got out somehow. But I mean, he's telepathic, so it seems like he could just unlock the gate anytime he wants and leave.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He's very lazy. Yeah, he can leave whenever he wants.
It's his own prison, right?
He can also fly to a limited extent, so
Okay.
he can leave.
He just chooses not to. I almost think like he's like is king of his own little fiefdom. He's kind of like,
Exactly.
here I am king. And Grayfen is a lot of fun. I think he might have killed a couple people in the one shot. I can't quite remember. I'd have to go back and look.
Oh,
No,
yes.
that was Jane.
Oh, that's right. That
I think
was
we all did.
Jane
We
Wick.
all did.
I think a lot of people got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people got killed.
I couldn't remember.
It was
Grayfen.
definitely a team effort for the killing.
Yes.
And Swarm, so is he a result of science? What kind
Yeah,
of his-
my thinking is they, the age-old exposure to toxic chemicals. So,
Okay.
Manchak Chemical Company was illegally storing chemicals somewhere, underground. They leaked into the sewers, and over long exposure, all the little creepy crawlies in the area developed this, distributed thought processors.
Okay.
So he still probably he has a little hole in the sewer apartment kind of thing where he squats, and he's got a little TV DVD combo that he's got from the junkyard. I figured Grayfen is the first person that he ever met.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then there's Stinky. Was it Stinky Joe who lives down, who squats? He's this blind guy who squats down the at another little alcove down the sewer. We hang out sometimes, but we don't touch, so he doesn't know.
Because
He just thinks I sound weird and have a speech impediment.
what I'm thinking is maybe Swarm got into the junkyard, stole some of his stuff, and that's how Chopper maybe caught his scent or something.
Mm-hmm.
But would they have a particular scent, or would it be so? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's all kinds of bugs, spiders, worms, every nasty little. So the kind of stuff that a dog would probably like
That's true.
Eat.
to smell and possibly eat.
Powers wise,
Yeah.
Chopper not only has the enhanced smell senses, but also can tracking. So if someone has been there, he can track them within like a day or so.
Okay.
So he would be able to track them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking Neon maybe probably ran into Grayfin at some point, and I don't know. What do you think?
Need a PR person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what I had in mind too.
And didn't you suggest once, Jeff, that maybe you hired Grayfin to be the baddie for you to defeat once?
Yeah, just every once in a while, maybe I get a photo shoot or something on the other side of town, so everybody's attention is off on that side of the town for a while, so Grayfin can commit something on the far side of town. Every once in a while, maybe we pretend to fight or like have a whole stage sort of thing, and I come out smelling like a rose, but he gets a little something out of it too. So
All right, I'm good. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that fake battles.
Hopefully messy. Ooh, you're gonna get messy fighting me though.
yeah,
That's okay. That's you can spin that. That distracts from the people thinking about the fight wasn't that big of a fight if they're worried about all the damage.
Yeah.
and that keeps the economy going. There's more construction to be had, more rebuilding. So really helping people out.
providers.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what you figure in every superhero movie. They trash all these buildings, and they're always rebuilt by the next movie. Or just like Tokyo always managed to come back after Godzilla. So.
Right.
Well, is there anything on anybody's character they wanted to go through tonight? And I mean, tonight's kind of the night if you wanted to tweak some things. We can do that. I know you probably haven't looked at Grayfin in a while, so
No, I haven't.
so if you want to, if there's anything you want to tweak on him, we can do that tonight.
The only thing I was thinking is, having realized that my character is in fact a literal dog, I do have like 6 covert, but I might want to get some kind of like invisibility or look away type stuff. But I don't know what type of shenanigans we will be going into here. I think we're pretty conspicuous, so I don't know if that is absolutely necessary or not.
Yeah, I have the feeling this is a team that makes their presence known.
Okay, then I won't worry about it yet.
Yeah, they're not too sneaky. They're generally gonna just show up.
and just being a dog is great camouflage.
That's true.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the other thing. A dog just wanders in and it's like, oh, it's just some stray dog. And
Yeah, half the people are like, "Oh, doggy," and the other half are like, "Oh my God, dog." And so,
Fair enough.
The kind of the premise for that I came up with, I had shown you guys this a while ago, but the garbage pail kids of heroes, the Masters of M.U.C.K, are rejects among their own kind. They've been called underdogs, bottom dwellers, and much worse. A well-known hero leads a team of up-and-comers into Nocturne to save the city from disaster. But some folks like the city just the way it is. Gathering allies to his side, Grayfin and team must stop the do-gooders before they ruin everything. So that's kind of what the story is going to be. I picture, well, we had talked about maybe about three issues, and I think that'll kind of round out what I've got. I mean, I think you guys are probably going to just blow up the whole city, and just leave a smoking pile of ruin, which is great. I love it. So, I think I've probably gone over safety stuff with you guys before to kind of know what's what's okay in the story. I think if you've seen my games, the superhero stuff I try to keep about PG-13. So we try not to curse too much. Although I think you do have the opportunity to call someone a father mucker in the game. So embrace that if you want to, if that's your your slang. I almost imagine Swarm having like his own language, maybe just of chirps and buzzes and things like that.
Right. Yeah. I played around earlier today, with voices and stuff, trying to get something that sounded like a whole bunch of stuff just like sliding over. But it's like, I recorded a little bit of it. It's like, there's no way that's going to work. So no one will be able to understand us. So just imagine that in the future. Maybe we'll record like a little intro that we can put in.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I mean-
it's the sound of wings rasping and bugs squishing, and
That just
it
sounds
just kind of
horrible.
modulates that to make sound. And it doesn't necessarily come from the facial area, so they might just, sort of emanate sound from their general direction.
And-
But I'm sure that if you're standing that close to them, that's not going to be the first thing on your mind. Yeah, so imagine like little moths and things flying in and out. Little worms
Oh,
crawling in
man.
and out of the face.
And-
So the best parts of the Mummy and all those
with,
other good
with like the
things.
scarabs running.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
coming in and out.
Arachnophobia.
Yeah.
And then there's Neon, who seems like he's kind of the almost clean-cut looking. But I almost picture him like, if you think of the Munsters, and they always thought Marilyn was like the weird-looking one. And she was, like, oh, we feel so bad about her. I think of Neon as like you're the Marilyn to the Munsters.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Right?
So the next thing was we talked about kind of tweaking characters. So if anything you wanna go over tonight, have questions about. I know Jeffrey, you're new to the system, so is there anything you want to ask?
Yeah. I had a lot of good help from the community to double check, and I'm pretty happy with how Neon's turned out. My original concept was like One Punch Man, but if the one punch rule worked both ways, so he can hit really hard, but he can't take a hit. I was heavily encouraged to very deeply consider if I really wanted to roll through with that. So I ended up adding a little bit of armor, and yeah, I think that I'm pretty good with how it turned out.
That sounds reasonable. I mean, for someone who knows that he can't take a hit, he's smart enough to invest in some armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And almost he better not miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that elemental control creepy crawlies will work out okay. I haven't tried to run a character that uses elemental control, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, that's what I kind of thought of tonight. I mean, I kind of thought, hey, let's try a battle royale.
Okay.
And the way I'm kind of seeing it is, they've some of them kind of met each other, but nobody kind of trusts each other yet. And you maybe get into a situation where they're the four of them are facing off. And you might pick allies in combat. You might not. You might just just see what happens.
I really like the idea of the fake combats that Neon hires to come and clean up. I think that would be great. They could have like a staged fake combat eventually.
Oh, that's
That's
great.
Where we do like a battle royale, and ultimately Neon has to win. And I will say, Chopper will do it for money because he has a mobile game addiction. So he needs money.
How?
He has a cell phone that he uses with telekinesis.
Does he just like? Oh, I was gonna say he doesn't.
No,
like
he has
pause. He's just
telekinesis.
jumped out.
I mean, he also does that, but yeah. And he's excited.
He's great at Dance Dance Revolution.
Exactly.
So he just gets people to pay him with Venmo or something, and
Exactly. He has an account set up, and he gets people paying with like PayPal or Venmo, and he uses that to meet his internet addiction.
I gotta get you into Bitcoin, man.
Yeah, there you go. That's evil. That's perfect. We're gonna sell NFTs next, and yeah.
And we apologize, folks. There is definitely some echo on the stream. We're not quite quite sure where it's coming from. I like to just think we're all just powerful speakers and we just echo like the voice of God. So we'll just kind of roll with that for now. So yeah, why don't we just set up a brawl, and and let me attempt to keep track of it here with initiative and all that. But again, kind of the rule of cool works, and yeah, okay. So let's get everybody's edge. So Grayfin, what's your edge?
It's only a 12.
Only a 12, okay. And Neon?
20.
20, oh boy, okay. And Chopper?
Also only a 12.
12, okay. And Swarm?
7.
7, oh boy, okay. I had considered adding an NPC that if we didn't have enough players, his name was going to be called the Black Mold. And he was just this just moldy sewer thing that just rises up and just spreads contagion and all that. And I still might make him. I don't.
We would totally hang out.
Oh,
Yeah.
My cousin.
Everybody's just coughing when they.
And I'm like, what? Nibble a little bit.
So our scenario is going to be that Neon has thought he has set up another one of his fake fights with Grayfin. He arrives at a inconspicuous alley, comes in. He's maybe at first kind of looking around for cameras, going like, well, they should have rigged this stuff up. The lighting's not as good as what I would like. But he gets there, typical, movie alley, with trash cans and dumpsters and muck on the wet street. And when he gets there, he sees Grayfin kind of down the street, kind of waiting for him, but kind of like in a different, not pose, but a different look on his face. Typically, he's kind of got all right, let's just kind of get this over with so I can get my cash, And tonight he's kind of smiling at you like, this is going to be a little different. And we're going to start off with just you two kind of see each other.
Neon is also like tapping away at his phone, buried away in it as he's walking up.
I'm going to swagger down there with style. Dripping water everywhere. Sewer water.
And kind of off to the side, Chopper has shown up. He kind of pads up, and he's smelled that weird bug thing again. And he's looking. He's going, and he sees Grayfin. It's kind of like dripping wet, but he can make a roll if he wants to send his thoughts out if he wants to maybe try to find the bug insect thing, or what would he like to do?
So he sees Grayfin. So Chopper is essentially like a golden retriever mutt. He's about that size. He's kind of furry, a little messy, and he's wearing a little harness, which is where his cell phone is actually tucked in there. And I'm guessing the swarm thing might have taken something that he wanted. So he's trying to track that, and he'll be looking around for that right now. He's not going to use telepathy right now because he doesn't really feel like it. But he's going to be looking around.
Maybe Swarm took off with a DVD player.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big
something
deal.
like that. He found a copy of Arachnophobia or something like that, and wants to, or what kind of entertainment would Swarm like?
I'm hooked on 90s sitcoms. I'm currently on season 7 of Friends.
Wow.
That's
And
awesome.
Chopper's very sensitive to stuff being taken from the junkyard, so he's.
And as you approach, you hear the theme song to Friends. So you can, and Grayfin and Neon, you both hear music coming from another, like a cross alley, and it's the theme to Friends.
What, is that your new theme song, Neon?
Please.
Oh, that's too upper class for you. I'm sorry.
Flatterers always.
Oh, you missed me.
Yeah, you know I did.
Swarm, you hear voices rising on the ether of rustling wings, I guess.
Yes. Okay, and this is out on a street somewhere, you said?
Yeah, we're kind of like alleys, kind of like crossing alleys. So you hear voices kind of coming from like ahead of you. We'll say north of you, just to keep it simple. And Chopper, you're probably coming south, so you'd kind of hear the voices.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess I
the
would
other direction.
recognize Grayfin's voice before. We know each other.
He's an infamous villain in Nocturne. He's the man.
Yeah.
Not as far as I know. Yeah. He's just my friend. My first and bestest friend.
We'll teach you.
So, my friend Grayfin. I'm going to slip over and see what he's up to.
And
So a mass of
yes,
stuff comes around the corner.
Just like a Joey entering the apartment, really. But
Yeah.
oh man, if I wouldn't get sued for using the music, I totally would make it the theme song.
Kramer popping in.
yeah. What's buzzing?
Oh hey, that's a great line. What's buzzing?
Steal that one.
So, so Swarm, does he have is the DVD player like just like part of the swarm? I mean, it's like
Right, yeah. It's like, imagine it like
playing-
floating in a,
Okay.
if it were floating in water, just kind of like rumbles through. You might see some of it. So it's at the core. Because that's the only way a bunch of bugs are going to be able to carry that around.
It's just like I just imagine it's like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. A carpet of creepy crawlies with a DVD player sort of rafting along it.
And Chopper, you see the
Yes.
the DVD player.
So immediately Chopper will pause, and there'll be a telepathic message that says, all it says is mine, and he's going to try to take it telekinetically from Swarm.
Okay.
All right.
So let's see. So yep, Chopper had. So actually, our order technically would go Neon, Grayfin, and Chopper. Roll a d6 and just let me know what you get.
The D6.
The regular D6. I gotta find one.
Yeah.
I rolled on calculator.net, and I have a 6.
Okay.
I'm still trying to get my dice out of my box. I got a 2.
Okay. So it's gonna go Neon, Chopper, Grayfin, and then Swarm. So we are going to go with because Neon hasn't really. Well, actually, Neon, you're gonna get to go first. Is there anything you'd like to prepare for yourself, kind of?
Yeah.
If you knew a fight was coming. So.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up my social media that I am the most popular on, and I'm going to switch over to a live stream,
Oh.
and I'm just going to go like, what's up, bright lights? This is your boy Neon, coming to you, saving the city once again. Just got my arch nemesis Grayfin over here. Just kick on back and let me take care of everything.
So I'm going to say something. One of the powers that Chopper has is he can tell when someone is lying. He has lie detection.
Oh.
So he's going to telepathically say liar. Although you can't get that on the stream, but he'll say that in people's heads
Okay. So
that are here.
Okay. So everyone there hears the word liar in your head.
Did you learn a new trick or something, Grayfin?
No, it wasn't me. I like to speak with my fisticuffs, not whatever voodoo magic that was.
Who says fisticuffs anymore?
Me.
Right.
All right.
I guess I'd like to zip around, do like a quick run, and just do a quick perimeter check,
Okay.
get my bearings a bit more.
Okay. Yeah, when you take off, you do run past a golden retriever who's standing there, kind of innocently looking at you, and you also manage to run past a freaking swarm of insects.
I'd like
You
to
know,
spend
you're
a resolve to have him slip on some bug guts.
Sure, I would love that. So yeah, I'd actually like to have you do that, and then I'm gonna have yeah, I'm gonna have Neon, I guess, make a agility roll maybe
Okay.
to see if he if he just crashes.
All right, so I've got a 6 in agility, so I'll roll 66, and I'm counting sixes, right?
Sixes, well, all your even numbers, but
Evens.
sixes count as two successes, and then a 2 and a 4 count as one. So
Okay, so I've got 7.
okay,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
you do just fine. You barely even, you just kind of glide through it. Swarm, you mourn the passing of a few of your kind. So you don't necessarily take any damage from it, but the collective senses the loss, and you're gonna have to recruit.
Yep, I'm gonna immediately start recruiting more.
Okay. Yeah, Grayfin, you're watching this this little parade of him running around. You hear this squish of somebody stepping on something.
Ugh,
Hey, watch where you're stepping!
that's a dog's lunch.
All right.
Maybe wash that off your shoes. I squirt water, sewer water all over his shoes.
Okay. Is that an attack, or is that just an insult?
Just an insult, no attack.
Yeah. Come on, I just cleaned these.
They're clean now.
Okay. All right. So
I'll
Grayfin
crawl
is-
over his shoes and start picking at the little bits of sewer water.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, Neon. Yeah, you see this
All the
swarm
vitamins.
of insects crawling over your shoes.
Whoa, hey! Instantly start freaking out.
Sorry, was that going too far? I'm still learning about the social norms.
The swarm is
What?
talking to you.
What are you?
What am I? I am what is.
Yo, I didn't come here to speak philosophy, my dude. Like, alright, what's the deal? Are you friend? Are you foe? Like, what's the deal?
I'm Grayfin's friend. That's what I'm saying.
You know?
He's just here to bug you.
Oh, puns. Great.
I do need to add a rim shot sound effect to the game. I will need that for the next session. So,
I see you're always finding stellar company.
Right. What are we doing?
Well, we're about to do a thing here, so I don't
can
know
help.
if you.
I like to help.
Okay, cool. And real quick, I'll like zip over and make sure to like move the live off just a little to the side, and I'll like zip back.
Awesome. I like to do human things.
Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're going to put on a performance. Okay, so we're going to pretend to beat the ever-living crap out of each other. And you can join in as much as you'd like to.
Okay.
And if you have enough, call it good, but, sell it a little bit. Make it a little convincing, don't feel like you have to hold back so much. Like, we can take a hit, but, sound fun?
That sounds great.
Cool. Oh, and just so you know, you're a dangerously, insanely dangerous piece of bugs. That's your motivation, all right? And you want to take over the city or something. Something compelling like that.
Why would I want to take over the city?
Oh, because it
That's a
makes
lot
for
of
good
work.
publicity.
Because
What?
exterminators keep killing your kind out of those apartment complexes. You got to stop that.
That's true. I've heard of these exterminators. They are evil.
Anything from Chopper?
Yeah, no. As this discussion's going on, he's going to be stalking around, and then when in a lull in the conversation, he's going to try that kinetic grab of the DVD player from the swarm.
Okay. Go ahead and go ahead and make your grab, and then Swarm. You will have a chance to make a might roll back
All right.
to try to contest it.
So I've got 10d telekinesis, so I think that's rolling 10d6, right?
Hmm.
And then evens are success and sixes are double.
Correct. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 successes.
All right. There you go. Wow. I'm going to substitute creepy crawlies. Oops. On 8 dice, I got 6. So
Okay.
DVD player's gone.
And
So the DVD player will fly out, and he's going to run
What the?
and jump on the DVD player while it's floating in the air. And he's going to growl at the swarm.
4-foot human!
And it will say, mine.
Does he say it so that we could all hear that?
Yeah, you can all hear it here. Yeah.
So in English or in dog speak
No,
or
in English. He
telepathy?
speaks English.
no, he speaks Spanish.
In Spanish.
Baxter, you know I don't speak Spanish. Sorry.
Dion, why'd you bring your pet?
That's not my pet. I thought that was yours.
No, I got Swarm. I don't need a dog.
So, Swarm, that wasn't you just speaking in our heads just now?
No. I would not crawl into your head.
Why? It's empty.
At which point, I crawl up your shoulder, peer inside your ear.
Yeah. Go, get off me!
Now it's telepathically say, you all have a thing going. I'll take my leave now. And the DVD player will start flying away slowly with the dog on it.
What am I even looking at right now?
I don't know.
Can DVD players be magic carpets?
Not that I'm aware of.
Wait, that's my DVD player.
Yes, the magic doggy took your DVD player.
I took that from the junkyard fair and square. It was junk, and now it is mine.
And the DVD player will stop, and the dog will jump off, and he says, "That's my junk. You have to pay for it if you want it."
You got any money?
No.
Well, then I think this discussion is complete, and he'll start trotting away.
Fine, I'll get it later.
He's going to duck around the corner, but he wants to see what's happening.
And everyone seems to be distracted, so I'm going to give Greyfan a chance to act if he wants to do something sneaky.
Oh, no, not sneaky. Just a giant geyser to engulf all the corner intersection.
Okay. Go ahead.
Just get everybody completely soaked in sewer water.
Go ahead and make your roll.
That would be 10 dice. I got a whole whopping 6.
Okay. They're not really going to be able to dodge this. It's not necessarily doing any damage to them, but it's just foul. It's just
Yeah.
brown water, we're just going to say.
Nice.
So now Neon is just drenched in brown water and was live streaming it too. So
There, I got to improve your image, Neon.
Chopper, it smells interesting to you.
It does not. No. There's fences, vents. This is not
Smell like
good.
anyone you know?
Man, I couldn't even tell. Chopper also got soaked, I think, with this, so he's gonna. But he was very careful to try to not get the DVD player wet, so he's gonna put that on top of a trash can or something, and then turn around.
Ooh, wet dog smell.
Not happy.
See, he's fitting in already. So, And Swarm, you're drenched, and you don't like being wet.
No, that's going to kind of wash me away a little bit, maybe down the alley somewhat.
Yeah.
But I'll rally and come back.
And you know where that came from the from your friend.
It's part of the game, right? Is this part of the game?
Yes. Your turn.
Okay. Then I'm going to come barreling back down the alleyway and like rise up like a wave and splash across Grayfin.
Okay.
I'm going to use my martial arts and dodge.
Yep. That's what I was going to ask if you want to dodge.
I got another 5.
Oh, Christmas time. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Just sidesteps.
Nice move.
Neon, you've seen this swarm now attack Grayfin. This could be a great stream for you. You never know.
All right, finally a little action. And I'm just going to go ahead and zip up and go for a hook towards Grayfin's face.
Okay.
Strike.
Okay.
So if I have the striker specialty, would that bump it from an 8 to a 9?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I will dodge again. Is he sucker punching me so I can't see it?
I would say yeah. You're getting sucker punched because you kind of stepped out of the way.
So
yeah,
it's a surprise attack, so he gets a bonus dice to me, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's being less than sporting.
I got 2.
Oh no. I've got 3.
Oh, you still beat me.
Yeah. So you hit him. Probably more stunned him than anything. Just kind of like, what the?
What? Ooh,
Got
the
your back.
big hero.
Chopper, anything you want to do?
So Chopper is not happy because he takes very good care of his coats, and now he's covered in spillage. So he's going to looking at them, and particularly Neon. I think, what kinds of stuff is Neon wearing? What
Oh,
does Neon
so
look like?
Neon is wearing almost like a Power Ranger style, like deep blue jumpsuit with some light gray, like dark gray armor and some yellow accenting. There's like a yellow pauldron. He's got like a distinctive visor and a helmet where there's kind of a neon light that kind of emits from it, and whenever he moves at a high speed, there's a neon streak that follows.
So Chopper heard some very weird discussions about, this setup that was happening here. Can we see any of those cameras around?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, the only camera he put up was the one that Neon put up. Was it like his phone or something? Or?
Yeah, it's just a smartphone just over on.
Yeah, there weren't any like regular cameras up.
Did you say smartphone?
Yep.
All right, he's gonna go for the smartphone.
Okay.
That's what Chopper's gonna do. He's gonna run straight for the smartphone. So, but he wants to see what happens while he does that, in case like someone attacks him or tries to sucker punch him. So he's not going to take it yet, but he's going right up to the smartphone. So the image, I guess the camera will show like a dog face coming right up to it, peering at the phone. Camera, trying to figure out what's happening there. Exactly.
Everybody hears the sniffing.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what he's doing
right
now.
on his screen.
And
He's
the
investigating the smartphone.
Oh, PETA's going to come down on us next.
Everyone's coming for the Masters.
And that's what he does.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now this. Yeah. So let's see. So Neon sucker punch Grayfin. Grayfin, you get a chance to now defend yourself because you've been attacked by two former allies.
I am going to activate my watery armor
Okay.
so I don't get sucker punched again.
Does that have a certain appearance, or is it just
Um,
chunky brown water?
yeah, chunky brown water. It's always swirling around my body. You could definitely tell what's in it.
All right, Swarm.
Let's see. Let's try to trip up Neon. That's always fun. So just sort of like a low rolling wave, towards your feet, and you'll hear whispered, "Look out below!"
And Neon, you'll get a chance to dodge this.
Okay.
2.
Okay. I've got my martial arts.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Not much better. That's a 1.
Oh,
Wow.
right. The creepy crawly parade trips your ass up. And you fall down face first.
Right in the sewage water that's still in the street. Not my best day.
All right, anything for Chopper?
Is it Neon's turn before Chopper?
Yeah. I guess I did that wrong. Okay, yeah, Neon, go ahead.
So when I fall, do I notice that Chopper is over by my phone?
Yeah.
So he goes, hey, no, bad dog, drop it. Leave it alone.
Chopper's gonna say, in your head. Chopper's gonna say, "Bad dog. This is terrible. You have no concept of lighting, of angles, of direction. You're trying to put on a show here.
It's
That's
supposed to be a
awful.
candid view.
No, this is terrible. I reject this." And he's gonna take the camera and like jump on a dumpster to get some better angles and lighting here.
Neon's a little confused, but says, hey, thanks, I guess.
So you'd rather take the better camera angle than stop the dog?
I mean, it's still streaming.
Perhaps
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing. You know?
yeah. I could use a sidekick after all this.
All right, Grayfin.
Oh, back to me again? Great.
I'm just kind of doing random order. I'll be honest.
Oh, okay.
Whatever seems fun. So
We'll go with Cortex rules.
Okay, I'm going to turn to Neon, aim for his face, and do a poo blast.
all right.
Would this be something that I could deflect?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, then you get 9 dice because I'm still have my armor up, so. Ooh, I got a whole whopping 5. That's not bad.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I also got 5.
Okay. I forget. Do ties go to the defender,
I can't remember.
or am I thinking risk?
I think it's risk.
1 moment.
Yeah.
As you see, I'm a very technical GM.
I'm still looking it up.
I want to say they go to the attacker. Actually,
I want to say they go to the attacker as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, let's go with that then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
He kind of puts up his hands. Are you putting up your hands to block it, or like how are you trying to deflect it?
Oh, we're using the narrative scale,
Yeah.
right? So it works, but the person you're attacking has a little bit of say on how it's not as good
Yeah.
as you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how does he attempt to deflect this?
So, he's gonna try to move out of the way and almost like it's fast for everybody else, but a little bit in slow motion for Neon. And he mostly gets out of the way of everything, but there's just one last little burst that he can't quite get out of the way of, and just
And you get a little bit in your mouth.
oh yeah, just doubles over, hands on knees.
I'm going to say Neon's down for a round, puking on the ground. Okay. Let's go back to Swarm then.
Okay. So he's down on the ground with all this stuff all over him. So I'm just going to swarm over you, like like the Beatles in the Mummy, and wash right over you. And when you're done, you'll be squeaky clean. You may take some sanity damage, but
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe some sanity damage there. Yeah, you not physical damage, but the fact that you had poo in your mouth and now creepy crawlies running across your body. Uh, he may be yelling, "Cut, cut."
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Uh, Chopper, you've got the phone.
So got the phone, but he's just going to leave it telekinetically hanging there. He doesn't actually have to hold it or anything. He's going to jump up and run to the other side. Let's see. He keeps on a running dialogue in telepathically that only you can hear. And basically says, if you leave that Friends theme, your video is going to be demonetized. You need to work on this. I don't know. I don't know what you're going for here. And he's gonna try to be sneaky. So he's gonna kind of go and sneak by Grayfin.
Okay.
How does that work in this game?
I guess that's a covert role, probably.
Okay.
I think that's how you do like stealth in this game.
Yep. So he is going to try to be stealthy. He has the specialty scout and 5 covert, which I think gives him an extra die.
Yeah.
And so that will be 6 die. And stop.
And Grayfin gets a chance.
I get my
to-
perception, I do believe.
Yeah, you
Yep.
get your
So that will be
perception, too.
4 successes.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I see nothing. I'm too busy laughing.
You see nothing.
Okay. So that's what he's doing. He's going to go and sneak behind Grayfin, but that's what he's doing right now.
Okay. All right. Let's go back up to start up with Grayfin then. So now you think you've maybe put Neon in his place, but would you like to go for the coup de grace?
Ooh. No, I don't want to hurt Swarm and wash him away. So
Okay.
I've already moved on. Made it look like a passing attack.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you moved on.
Basically,
Okay.
Swarm has already washed over him.
Well, in that case, I'm going to summon the stench of the sewers, so he has to inhale the smell. That'll give him a -2 to any actions he does if I succeed.
Oh boy.
This is an irritant.
And he
Is this-
gets
I
to
don't-
reply with his willpower.
Yeah.
Willpower. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got a 6 for that.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Oh man, and it doubles on 6s, right?
Mm-hmm.
6. I have 3 6s.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
I beat him
So-
by 1.
You beat him by 1. Yeah, the stench is horrible. You're still gagging, but you're not, taking any damage or anything like that.
Tears just start pouring from my
yeah.
eyes.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
So I have a -2 on my totals.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
You can spend resolve to negate it for that turn.
Gotcha.
I don't
I'll
think you
roll
have
with
any
it for
resolve.
now. Yeah, I don't.
You don't have any resolve, yeah. So,
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had enough chance to show off yet. I think what I'd like to do is, so I'm getting a little shown up, and I got to do something a little flashy, kind of reignite things. So
okay.
I think I'd like to leap high up in the air and come down and hit the ground with my fist and create a shockwave.
Okay. Okay.
So I've got 8 d6s for that. Oh wow. Okay. So that is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh boy. All right. That's kind of an area attack. So I would say that Grayfin, actually everybody, give me a toughness roll to see if you get knocked back.
Would this,
So
be
armor.
Okay.
would this be an active defense or a passive?
Passive,
Passive.
really, because I kind of weren't expecting it because he was puking a second before. So.
Yeah. I only got a 2.
2. Okay.
I only got an 8.
Okay.
6.
All right. You're gonna get knocked back. I'm not gonna worry about damage and things like that for tonight. But yeah, you definitely get staggered back. So it seems like Neon is kind of back in the game here.
And now that is a burnout attached to that, so I gotta roll my 2d6 and see if I hang on to it. Okay. Let me find that. Here we go. So I got a 7, which is a roll of 6 or less means the power burns out. So I'm still good. Still have it.
Okay. I think I'm probably gonna end it there. I think everybody got a chance to try out a couple things, unless there's anything. Actually, you know what? Let me just give everyone like one last action. What would let's just start with Chopper. What would you like to do?
Chopper's gonna say, "Okay, you need to make this look good," and he's gonna try to freeze Grayfin with telekinesis.
Okay.
Oh no! What do I resist with willpower?
I
Is that right?
think so. Or no, or is it might?
I think it's might.
Might. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's might.
That's not good.
Yeah, because you're struggling against
Yeah.
physical.
Uh oh.
8 successes.
Nothing. I got 0.
He has crappy luck. So. Okay. All right. So yeah. So
But he
Grayfin-
freezes him in an impressive pose.
Okay.
So.
What's your pose there, Grayfin?
Hands on hips.
Ha Okay.
It's like a toppled over action figure.
All right, Swarm.
Swarm forms up into a vaguely humanoid shape and says, "You'll never stop me from taking down the exterminators!" And turns away and exudes an invisible cloud of pheromones using his emotion control power to. You guys will all, everyone in the area will have to resist revulsion.
What if we're already
I
revolted?
think that's against willpower.
Okay.
Revulsion. Okay.
Yeah, so you'll be revulsed, I suppose, and have to leave. I don't know.
Okay, and I take -2, so
Oh, I'm spinning a resolve to re-roll that. I got 3 hits on 7 dice. That sucked. Come on!
I got
I got 3
3
hits on 7 dice.
oh no.
I only got 3.
I got 4, but I was already pretty grossed out. So
I had 8, but -2 because I'm stenched. So 6.
Yeah, Neon, you're just probably gonna heave a little more.
Yeah.
you just can't quite get that poo.
I made the
taste
3-point
out
landing, and then just.
And all my components just sort of ooze into the cracks and slip away.
but after Neon's attack, he'll let Grayfin go.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
And I think
Gotta
this
look
might
good for
be
the camera.
a defining moment. Grayfin, you've seen some potential maybe some potential allies.
Yeah. I could definitely use Swarm. Neon I can manipulate to do my bidding. That's fine. And,
And make him think he's the one manipulating you the whole
oh
time.
yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
And the dog, I still think he's Neon's. Yes, he seems to have a better idea how to do the Hollywood stuff than Neon does, and that's his specialty.
I am not very smart.
And I think this is a good place, basically, for like the last panel, with Grayfin is kind of coming up with his plan, and maybe this would be some kind of team up they can form. So thank you. I hope that was fun for you guys. It was just wanted it to be real casual, just have some fun. Testing out your powers and stuff. So, okay. So I guess we have a team here now. So what we'll do is we'll have our first game. I believe we're looking at the 15th. Is that? or were we looking at the 22nd? I think 22nd.
Right. You said you might be not available.
Yeah, I
on
might be
22nd.
traveling next week, so I
Yeah.
think we talked.
I
about
am
maybe
available then if that falls through and you want to meet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. How about everybody else?
I'm good.
I should be able to do either.
Okay. So yeah. So if I'm around, we'll plan to play next week, same time, same muck channel, same muck time, and we'll do that. We'll do issue 1. I think, like I said, I think it'll go about three issues, and then we'll kind of see from there. And it might be maybe something we can get together every couple months and muck around. So-
Yeah, do a recurring
Yeah.
mini-series. That'd be fun.
Exactly.
Muck around now, huh?
Misadventures.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
What's buzzing?
What's buzzing? Yeah,
What's
I
buzzing?
think we already got some catch lines. Sorry, that's great.
Amok, 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 amok.
That's awesome. All right. Well,
So we'll have to rely on Chopper to get his quotes since he knows everything.
That's right.
That's true.
All the movie stuff. You have to worry about infringement then. That's
Yeah.
we'll have to make sure
Chopper's a
Swarm gets
savant.
some other DVDs. So
exactly.
should we get him some Seinfeld and some?
Oh, I finished Seinfeld last weekend.
Oh, good. Okay.
Is Swarm learning human behavior strictly from 90s sitcoms?
Pretty
And like
much.
social.
Which is why he was so excited to meet 2 new humans. Right? In their mind, Carlos Chopper is just a 4-footed human.
Exactly.
Who's smarter than the actual humans?
Right.
He's figuring out. That's what his motivation is, comprehension.
So I might modify the character a little bit after the session 0.
That's fine.
But,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
but
That's
not very
fine.
much. That's basically.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I wanted everybody to get a chance to kind of just try out the characters, see how they feel. I'll probably come up with some reason to force you guys together, like you're not starting at an end, but we'll figure something out for the first game. And I want to thank everybody who's been watching. I want to thank Mobius Worlds Publishing for putting out this awesome game and giving us a chance to play it. Why don't we just go ahead and if you want to, if you have anything to plug, any kind of social media stuff you want to go over, I'll give everybody a chance to do that if they'd like. So let's just kind of start with that same order. So we'll start with Carlos.
Hey, so yeah, I freelance for various groups on occasion, and I was very excited to go into our local gaming store, and I saw one of the adventures that my wife and I, Holly and I, contributed to. Tales from the Shadow from Kobold Press is out now.
Awesome.
And coming soon, the Tales from the Waste, similarly, will be out soon. So there's a bunch of stuff from Kobold Press that Holly and I contributed to, and yeah, take a look if you have a opportunity. A lot of fun, 5e stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. Cool. We'll check it out. Okay, the Dragon.
Well, currently, I can't talk about the project I'm working on because it's one of those silly NDA thingies. But as soon as I can, I'll let you guys know what I'm working on.
Okay, sounds good. And Jeff.
All right. I also am working on something that is in the works, a podcast of sort, more of a short form improv comedy edge to it, based on the Dungeons and Dragons 5e edition. So we'll definitely keep you posted. And my cat is doing zoomies because what kind of villain would I be if I did not have a cat to affectionately stroke sitting at my side?
You know, you could buy a pet for 1 point as a character.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Cool. That changes everything.
How many pets can I? Let's see. I don't need those 10 points.
Forget Shockwave.
Alrighty.
I'd like to
And,
chase the
Kim?
dog around.
Haha, product placement for Carlos.
Oh, thank you very much. Yep.
I
that's
just
it.
happened to have that on the shelf. Look at it. It's beautiful. I'm serious,
It
people.
is. It is really
It's
nice.
gorgeous,
Oh, nice.
and it's got all kinds of good stuff about the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
So, and then as far as plugs for myself, you can find Mobius Worlds Publishing at mobiusworldspublishing.com. We actually have a website that works now. It's awesome. We're on the Twitters at Mobius Worlds. We're on Mastodon at Mobius Worlds Publishing on Dice Camp And come on, if you're a gamer, Dice.camp is the place to be.
I got
just
my
go to
I
Mastodon
joined my
for that,
Mastodon one there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm at Q Hudspeth on pretty much everything that I'm on anyway. I mean, Twitter, Mastodon. I think I have Instagram that I don't use. I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm too old for that shit.
All right, and for
That's
me,
a quarter.
For me, yeah, we're running this game. I'm also we have our Vampire the Masquerade game on Thursdays, Blood in the Water. That's Thursday nights, and we have a bunch of other stuff coming up. We're going to be doing a Mothership one shot. We're going to do Call of Cthulhu, and maybe some werewolf at some point in the next couple months. So we've got lots going on. I want to thank again everybody for watching. If you haven't, please give us a video a like and subscribe, and we will see you again next Sunday to formally kick off the Grayfin and the Masters of M.U.C.K. So everybody have a great night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Okay, bye.
Bye.